Good evening. First of all, I have to start by saying how honored I am that the Northeast Nebraska 75-76 volleyball team has been selected to be inducted into the Northeast Community College Athletic Hall of Fame. It was, and still is, a very special group of young ladies, and the honor is well deserved. I will title this short speech, "The Blind Leading the Blind." Truth be told, not only was I barely older than they were, I was also as clueless about the sport of volleyball as they were as well. After I returned home from the interview in Nebraska, I hightailed it to the Baylor Library and found a good book that explained the game and how to play it. Not really how to coach it, but how to play it. The sum total of my knowledge came from that book, and truth be told, I don't think I ever returned it. But don't tell them, please. My memory of things 50 years ago is short on details, but what I remember is how much fun those girls were. As I recall, they hadn't played much volleyball, if any, but they were athletic, energetic, and enthusiastic. So we muddled through together, and the further the seasons went along, the better we all got. Practices were the highlight of my day, and they were all truly my best friends. I do remember that we drove a lot. Nearly all of our games were at least an hour away, and many of them were 2 to 6 hours away. It was a good thing that the highways were not very crowded or heavily traveled, because we shared the driving duties, frequently changing while moving. I do have to take the opportunity to say that, though they were not a part of the 75-76 team, Carol Dietrich and Sue Roosevelt, who both played our first year, 74-75, were just as big a part of the 75-6 team's success as anyone. They were the older two who took on the leadership role that was so important to us that first year. So kudos to both of them. There were other people that were indispensable to the team. Dale Butler, the AD, and Gary Lingenfelter, the ultimate fan, who would sometimes fly to our long-distance games so that he could not only enjoy as a fan, but also so he could fly home one of our nursing students so she wouldn't miss class the next day. I think some of those nursing instructors were career drill sergeants. As for the big event, the Nationals in Catonsville, Maryland, these girls were so good and so disciplined and so flexible that they competed without me even being there. I had a family emergency in Texas, and at the last minute, Barb Lynch, who I believe was a science instructor at the college, was asked to step in and travel with the girls in my stead. She really didn't know anything about volleyball, but that didn't faze the team. Donna Gross took on the mantle of player coach. She directed the plays, made substitutions, and called timeouts as needed. And the team rallied around her and did what they had been taught to do, which is work as a team and the rest will take care of itself, which it did. So my thanks to Connie Benson, Ginger Elm, Deb Miller, Sandy Quinn, Joy Robert, Donna Schlender, Susie Staub, Luann Wagner, and Coach Donna Gross for representing NNTCC in the best possible way and showing the country that coaches are overrated. It's the team that counts and the team that produces success, and they did it in spades. Wish I could have been there tonight with you girls. But remember, our next reunion is a road trip to the great state of Texas.